you're doing amazing and you're having an amazing night. So in today's video, I thought we would do how to get over a breakup fast. The key being fast, because we all know what that is like. We just want to ride it through and get through it, right? So I have written in front of me, see if I can pick it up. I have written in front of me a list of, I think maybe 10 things that I think are like must do's if you're trying to get over somebody quickly and fast. So let's just go straight into it. Yeah, the first one I'm going to say, which everybody's going to hate because everybody does it: stop checking the social media. Just stop torturing yourself, because essentially that is all you're doing. You're just making yourself miserable. What are you expecting to see? What are you expecting to see when you do it? Because one, there's nothing good to come of it. You're either going to see something that makes you sad because they're posting, because they're having a good time, that you're not together. That's going to make you sad. Worst case scenario, you see that they're in a new relationship. It's going to make you sad. Or third, you don't see any of that, and so you're just feeling anxious, wondering what they're doing, and it was pointless checking anyway because you didn't see anything you wanted. This person is not, even if they feel sad that they're not with you anymore, they're not going to be posting on social media about how sad they are, especially if they left you. So yeah, stop checking the social media. There is nothing good to come from it. So off. And I'm not saying that you have to block them and block them and delete them and all that kind of stuff. You don't need to do that. If you feel like you need to do that, then you can, but you don't need to do that. You just need to stop looking. So you can mute the notifications, but just stop looking. Just please stop looking. So number two, on your social media, don't post for them. Like, don't be like, oh, I look really good in this certain outfit or this certain bikini, so I'm going to put it on and I'm going to take some selfies and then I'm going to upload it and then I'm going to see if they look at it. Or don't do things just for them. By all means, go out and enjoy yourself and have an amazing time. If you're going to the beach, by all means take some selfies with your friends or whatever. If you're going out for food, by all means take some photos, the same as you would if you was with that person before. Like, you would take the same photos. Like, if you're having a good time, absolutely take the photos, but don't do things to put on social media purposely just for that person, because then all you're doing realistically is just living for that person, and truthfully, if they've left you, they might not even care. The next one, oh yeah, so this is a little bit of because a lot of people won't agree with this, but I think this is hugely important if you're trying to get over the person. So don't try and fill every second of your time with doing things. So a lot of people will say when you come out of a relationship, oh, just like fill all your free time, like, and they make it so that they're never alone. So they'll be with friend A on a Monday, friend B on a Tuesday, friend C on a Wednesday, and then like they get back to Monday, they're with this person, and then on a weekend they make sure they're out partying Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they make sure that they're never alone and their diary is just packed chock-a-block. Now, I would say that's a bad thing. Absolutely go out and do things and take up new hobbies that you wanted to do and spend time doing things that you maybe couldn't when you was with that person, but you have got to allow yourself time to feel sad. Like, you've got to allow yourself time to feel sad, because if you don't, you're just delaying the inevitable. Like, you're going to feel sad about this at some point, and if you continuously push it to the side every time you start to feel it, push it to the side and distract yourself with something, at some point the distraction's got to end, you know, and then it will hit you like a ton of bricks. So don't try and fill every single second. Allow yourself to feel waves of sadness in between the new fun that you're having. Number 4, stop telling yourself that it's all your fault. Stop telling yourself that it's all your fault. I think this is a really common one. A lot of people do this. I don't know why my hair is so frizzy. A lot of people do this. I would probably say everybody does this at some point when coming out of a relationship. So you tell yourself that it's all your fault. They've left you and it's all your fault. You did this, you did that, you did all these terrible things. So your brain believes what you consciously tell it. So if you are telling your brain and you're telling yourself that it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault, your brain looks for proof, for confirmation, to confirm what you're telling it, what it knows. So if you're telling yourself that it's all your fault and you're such an awful person, they're such a good person, you know what your brain's going to feed back to you? It's going to start reminding you of all them terrible things you did and all the amazing things that other person did, and so that you can confirm, yeah, in fact it is all your fault. You're so terrible, you're so awful, and that is not the truth. You're just romanticizing that person. Because if you could step back and see it from one of your friends' points of views, I bet your friends can tell you straight off the top of their head 10, 15, 20 awful things that person did to you that you overlooked. So stop telling yourself it's all your fault. The next one, number 5. Acceptance is the key to moving on. It really is the key to moving on. I would say the biggest thing that stops people moving on is that they live in hope. They're living in hope that the person will come back, and they live in hope they're going to get a message out of nowhere telling them, oh, I miss you, oh, I want to speak to you, oh, and it's going to end as a happy ever after. They live in hope, and whenever you're living in hope, you're not accepting that the relationship is over, and you've got to do that to start moving on. You won't move on until you accept it for what it is. I think it's hard to accept it for what it is, and it's hard to accept that they're gone because you feel so immensely sad that it's over and this person's gone. And the only thing that would stop that sadness and that pain instantly would be to have that person back right away, and that's not possible. So what's just a step down, a downgrade from that is, oh, well, they're not here right now, but they might be in the future. And then you don't have to accept the step down of what it really is and the fact that they're gone and they're not there, because that's too painful. So if you accept, oh, they might come back, you just keeping yourself in this little delulu land. Don't do it. You need to learn to accept it for what it is at that point. 1, 2, 3, but Yeah, so I think this is a common one. I think most people will have done this as well. So reading through like the last conversations where you're breaking up or you're asking for them back, or you know the ones. So whatever you're going through that cycle of doing this, and it's the same for looking at the photos on social media or the photos in your phone, whatever you're kind of doing that, you're kind of fueling the limerence, like you're feeding that. And I think everyone needs to remember that limerence isn't love. Like, it's a kind of unhealthy obsession with like unrequited affection, that one-sided affection that it can develop into an obsession, and you're feeding that whatever you're looking at all these photos and romanticizing and reading all these breakup messages, and just don't do it. What are you going to gain? I think that's what you should do before you open it. Say to yourself, what is there to gain from me doing this other than making myself sad? Nothing. Next one is, break the illusion that they're your person. So everybody thinks when they come out of a relationship that, they know that other people have been in relationships and other people have broken up, the relationships have broken up. But that's different, because this person really was my person. They were the one. No, everybody feels like that. Everybody feels like that when their relationship ends. Everybody feels like, they've lost like the perfect person. They were meant to be with this person. No, if you were meant to be with that person, you would be with that person. If that person was the one, you wouldn't be in the position you are now. They wouldn't have left. It wouldn't have ended. Everybody feels like they've lost their person when a relationship breaks up, and you're not the only one going through it, and you're not going to be the last. And trust me, there will be somebody after this person. Next one. So stop beating yourself up. Stop beating yourself up. Even if you can accept that, you did do something wrong in the relationship. Even if you can point that out and think, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have done that, I could have done that better, and you can take that on board and see that you still don't need to be beating yourself up about the fact that the relationship ended. Because I think a lot of people, when you come out of a relationship, you can kind of dig this hole for yourself and tell yourself that you're this awful person, and you don't deserve love, and you know. And I mean, be honest. Did you think you were the worst person in the world a week ago? A week before they left? Probably not, right? You probably thought you was as good a person as everybody around you. You were a good friend. You tried to be a good friend. You were like a kind person in general. You tried your best for people. You were a decent person, and I guess that's what you feel about yourself, because most people try to be good people, right? So a week ago, before this person left you, I bet you didn't think you was the worst person in the world. So why does this one person in a world of billions of people, this one person's opinion on you suddenly defines who you are and what you are and whether you're worthy and whether you're valuable? This one person's opinion? No. You have got friends and family and colleagues and acquaintances that will all vouch for what a good person you are, what a nice person you are. But because one person doesn't see that or doesn't value that, doesn't change the fact that you are a good person and you are a nice person. yeah, stop letting my eyelashes are itching. Stop letting one person's opinion on you reflect on how you feel about yourself. Don't do it. And the last one I would say is when you start feeling better about yourself and you start feeling good about yourself and you finally get to a place where you feel confident again, the person's going to come back around, and you will probably get some message like, hey, how you doing? Been thinking about you. You know, that kind of message. Happy birthday. Don't do it. Don't do it. Those are breadcrumbs. And you are not a pigeon. You're not a pigeon. So there we go. That's all I need to say on that subject. Okay, guys, I hope you're feeling nice and relaxed. That turned into quite a rant, didn't it? I don't know what's going on with my hair lately. Okay. I hope you have an amazing night. I'm going to go and film my next video, I think. I'm going to film 2 more tonight. I'm going to film 2 more tonight, and then it's the first night